Today I actually did an effort to put some makeup on my face, so don't know if I like it or not. Hello! I thought I would show you my horror movie collection. I have a few of them, but not that many, but I would love to get some more in the future. Yeah, there's not really much of an introduction I can give to you all. The last horror movie I saw was Goodnight Mommy, which I really liked. So first up is Paranormal Activity. It's about this young couple and a guy buys some kind of new camera and just weird things start happening, which are all being filmed, and it's just a really nice movie. And next up is Paranormal Activity 2, and again it's a pretty simple concept. Actually, this is the family of the sister of the girl in the first movie, so they're all kind of connected with each other, and again it's just a nice scary movie. Also, I really like the covers of all the Paranormal Activity DVDs because it's always like a videotape, and I think it's quite cool looking. Then surprise surprise, Paranormal Activity 3, and in this movie it's about the childhood of the two sisters of the previous movies, so it's kind of like a big flashback. I think this movie is the one I prefer from the whole Paranormal Activity range because this one's quite scary. I also have Paranormal Activity 4, but that one's just kinda lost. I promise this is the last Paranormal Activity, the 5th movie, and it's called The Marked Ones, and it's about a whole other family. It's about this guy who begins to act weird, and again, just Paranormal Activity. Really like it. Then next up is the Conjuring. I really like this one. I've seen it 10 times. It's based on a true story, but it's basically about these two paranormal investigators, Lorraine and Ed Warren. This family who moves into a new house, and just strange things start to happen, obviously, and they seek the help from Ed and Lorraine, and it's nice. It's really nice. I also have the Conjuring 2, but that one's still over at my friend's house, I think, because I just spent about 20 minutes looking for it, and then I suddenly thought, hey wait, it's still on her attic. Because yeah, we were watching horror movies on her attic last week because I stayed over at her place, and I'm just going places I shouldn't be going in this video, but yeah. Next one is Drag Me to Hell. This one is kinda over the top, as you can guess from the cover, and it made me jump many times, but I still really like it. And it's about this woman who works at a bank, and one day an old lady comes seeking for help because she has money issues, and the lady says the bank can't help her, and because the old lady is really mad at her for that, she decides to curse her, which isn't very nice, but yeah, basically she is condemned to hell. It's a really nice movie though. Then I have Scream 4 with Courtney Cox and Emma Roberts. You obviously know Scream. I haven't seen all of them. I actually only saw the first one and then this one, but yeah, it's just Scream. Then I have Insidious, which is from the same makers as Paranormal Activity, and it's about this family with 2 or 3 children, I think, and one of the little boys can't wake up from his sleep. And as it's listed here, it's not the house that's haunted. It's a really complicated story. I won't go into all of it, but it's really nice. And actually the guy who plays the father, it's here but it's really dark, he plays Ed Warren in The Conjuring. Then Insidious Chapter 2. I really like this one. I prefer this one to the first Insidious, but as you can see, it's empty. I have no idea where the DVD went, and I've been really sad about this. I've looked and I've looked in my room, but I just have no idea where I lost it. Yeah, this one is definitely one of the scariest movies in my collection. And yeah, obviously it's the sequel to the story of the first one, but just lots and lots scarier. And if you have watched the first one, then you should definitely watch the second one. Then, as you can guess, I have Insidious Chapter 3, and I should probably get this sticker off. Yeah, it's with another family than the other first two movies, but this one is also really scary. I feel like the only thing I'm telling you about these movies is that they're nice and they're scary, but yeah, not terrifying, but yeah, pretty scary. I have The Possession. I've actually only seen this one time. I don't know why. It was pretty good. I think yeah, it's about this guy, and he has a daughter, and I think the parents are divorced. I don't really remember, but yeah, on some kind of car boot sale, the little girl on the back, she buys some kind of jewelry box which is possessed, and as you can see, things start happening. But I wouldn't say it's the best horror movie I've ever seen, but it's still pretty good. Next I have Sinister. I bought this at some kind of dodgy second-hand website, and as you can see, the packaging is kind of broken. I got it in the mail like that. Yeah. But I really love the movie though. It's about this family, obviously, who moves into a new house and stuff, and the father is a writer, and he finds some kind of videotapes in a new house, which he looks at, uses it as his inspiration for his new book. But suddenly things start going downwards when things with his family start happening, and it's pretty scary. There's also a sequel of this which I haven't seen yet, but I've read some reviews that says that the first one is better, so I don't know about the second one, but the first one is really good. The last movie I can show you today is 1408. It's based on a book from Stephen King, and it's about this writer who has published many books about ghosts, and books like 10 Haunted Graveyards and stuff, and he's writing his next book about haunted hotels and the Dolphin Hotel, because it is known for the room 1408, which is supposed to be haunted. And he insists to the hotel manager that he can stay the night in there, and in the end he gets his way, and he sleeps in the room 1408. But obviously it's not just a normal room, because all kinds of weird and creepy things start happening. It's a really scary movie. It's kind of a thriller slash horror movie, but I do really love it, and I've seen this one a few times and I just don't get bored of it because it's just really well played. So this was my horror movie collection. I hope you enjoyed it. A horror movie lover like I am, please leave a comment, because I would love to read some comments, and see you again. Bye! Really spannend, like this camera builder.